Ukraine has taken Russia to the International Court of Justice over the current conflict in the country under the Genocide Convention. This video explains how they've done this and what's happened in the case so far. Russia invaded Ukraine in the early hours of February 24th. 2 days later, Ukraine filed an application and a request for provisional measures before the International Court of Justice. It asked that the court order that Russia suspend its military operations, ensure its armed units do not further the military operation, refrain from aggravating the dispute, and report to the court on how it's implementing this. Now, the only option Ukraine had for jurisdiction was under the Genocide Convention, where both states had agreed that any disputes concerning the convention could be taken to the ICJ. The issue here is that genocide is a very difficult crime to prove, requiring, as it does, the special intent to destroy in whole or in part a group based on its nationality, ethnicity, race, or religion. And that is not really happening in Ukraine right now. What Ukraine has done in order to ground jurisdiction is use Putin's speeches where he had said that he launched the assault in order to defend people who are suffering genocide by the Kiev regime. So Ukraine is using a really creative argument here to claim that a dispute exists between the two countries, asking the court essentially whether a false argument that genocide has taken place can ever be used to justify an act of aggression. Russia refused to appear before the court, but did submit a document arguing that the court does not have jurisdiction and justifies its use of force against Ukraine on the basis of collective self-defense. The court has since issued an order relating to provisional measures, and it essentially accepted all the arguments made by Ukraine by a 13-2 with only the Russian and Chinese judges against. It accepted Ukraine's argument that it had a right under the Genocide Convention to not be subjected to a use of force on a baseless claim of genocide. Harold Koh, as a counsel from Ukraine, said that President Putin's short game is force. The world's long game is law. While the court's order is unlikely to have any effect on Putin, Ukraine has managed to win a moral victory in the form of an international court sanctioning and ordering that Russia suspend its military operations in the country. Let's see what happens, though, when the case moves on to the merits.